The ability to create objects in AutoCAD is a must, and we've seen many different ways to create data and objects. But what if you didn't create the drawing? What if somebody else in your office made it? Or what if it came from an outside vendor? Knowing about the data in your drawing is essential in order for you to be able to work with it. Let's take a look at an example file. Go to this chapter's project folder. And let's take a look at the blocks and tables file. Here we have a simple architectural drawing that has many different blocks and information on it. It's an electrical schematic, so you can see where there are some outlets and lighting. Now there are several different methods to list the properties of your data and the line work. One way is to use the properties palette, as we've seen in other chapters. Press Ctrl and 1 at the same time, go to an object and select it, and it will tell you all about it. That's a very quick and easy way to get that information. It's a great way for you to get information about an object, one object at a time. And it can be overwhelming too, though, because of the amount of information that the properties palette displays. Plus, it takes up a lot of room. There is a feature that you can use called Quick Properties. This feature will pop up a window that will display a very short list of your properties information for that object. Now to turn that on, go over to your status bar in the bottom right and click on the Customization button. Come up to the Quick Properties and click it to check it on. Now that I've turned on the access to the Quick Properties button, I can turn it on here in the status bar. Right now it's turned off. When it's blue, it's on. When it's gray, it's off. Now when I select an object, I'll get this little pop-up window that gives me some very basic information about the object. It's nowhere near the amount of data from the properties palette, but sometimes this is just enough. So we can see that this is an arc. I can tell what color and layer it's on, and I get the radius. A lot of this information is very useful, and many times that's all that I'm really looking for. I can just click Close to close it. A lot of people will turn that feature off. They don't like it. However, it can be very useful because it allows you to see information about objects. Another tip that you can use is just to hover over the object. Don't select it, and this will give you some little bitty bits of information, even fewer bits than the Quick Properties. But maybe it's just enough. It tells me what it is, what color, what layer, and what line type they are. Now, another method to find out what information is to use the list command. Just type in the word list, press enter, and select your object. You can even select more than one object at a time. And when you do, this gives you a lot of information in a text format in your command line of what you see here. Now, the really nice thing about this is that you can select what's here, right-click, and copy it. So if you have some important information like radius, start angle, end angle, length, perhaps you need to put this into a report, you can select it, right-click it, copy it, and you can paste it right into a Word document or into an email. It's regular text. You can even paste it into a text object inside AutoCAD.